Friends, hello, let's get straight to the point. DWAC, which we hope soon enough to be Truth Social, where these two will merge into one. And when you look on the NASDAQ, instead of seeing Digital World Acquisition, you will see the word Truth Social. Truth Social, obviously, you probably know if you're clicking on this video, is Trump's platform where he talks about his news, stuff, all that. And essentially, every time he gives a speech, he does one of his rallies, he talks about Truth Social. So let's talk about what is possibly going to happen this year. And listen, this is going to be some weird news, but I'm just going to put this out there with it. And another thing too, for the people that just clicking on this video to write hate about Trump and all that, listen, I am here strictly as an investor. I'm not here saying good or bad about Trump. We're just talking investment strategies here. So friends, with that, even a year ago when I was talking about Digital World here, Truth Social, I was telling people not to sleep on this because we knew what was coming. Even then, a year ago, Trump was still in the talks of running a strong campaign. And now we're in 2024 and things are stronger than people could have ever thought. It is definitely looking like it is going to be Trump and Biden here, and it possibly could be Big T here is going to pull it off again. So with that, this is strictly just me guessing. Obviously, there's no real money balance sheets to go off of here with Truth Social. Obviously they run ads on the platform. That's where they get the majority of their money, donations, all that stuff. It's still a pretty new platform, honestly. But here's the key points you need to know about if you are an active investor in it, you are thinking about it, or you've heard about it, and here's the situation. Obviously, this is going to be a big year for Trump, whether he wins or not, and one thing he's going to be pushing is Truth Social right in front of everything. He's going to be telling people to go to it. That's where he's going to be running his campaign, a lot of it, news, all that kind of stuff. It's already a pretty big platform. So, and here's the other thing too, when you're looking up news on Truth Social, it is very hard to find news that's not biased. Obviously, because the general media, and this is just the general media, I think this is, everyone would agree on this, whether you like or hate Trump, the media is pretty harsh on him. So it's really hard to find things that are just, black and white news of what Truth Social is up to and what it's doing. But we just kind of have to go off of what we can find here in little tidbit facts. When it comes to the actual stock, I do believe that Truth Social is going to have a big run this year. I do believe that. When Truth Social was launching with Digital World Acquisition just years ago, when it first hit, when we knew this was happening, when everybody thought the official deal was happening back in 2022, the stock ran up to almost $100 just on the thought of the deal was happening. So that was just then. Now, into this year, will we see that again? Will this stock run to $100? I'm not going to say it's going to, but I'm saying that it won't go to $20, $30, $40. I think that might be a little ridiculous. I think Digital World Acquisition, Truth Social here, this stock is going to run here pretty hard this year. And I think it's generally just going to run on the bias of people being curious that it's going to hit big numbers and that Trump's going to win. I don't think people are going to care about balance sheets when they're investing in this. I don't think people are going to care about revenue. I don't think most investors are looking at that right now. I think they're looking at this and they're going, Trump is running a hard campaign right now. He is trailing. He is winning. It is looking like this guy might actually pull it off. And obviously, you have one of the most popular people in the world promoting a company, his company, and people that are with him are going to say, well, I want to invest in that company he's always talking about. Well, guess what? You can. It's on the NASDAQ, and it's merging with this other company, Digital World Acquisition. You're going to have investors just on that basis. Then you're going to have other investors who are going to come in here and kind of what I'm talking about right now. They're going to say, well, obviously I've been in the market for some time and I know a hype train when I see a hype train. And guess what? Hype makes money. Don't ever forget that. If you've been in the market for any time, you're going to see this. And this is going to be a perfect example this year. Hype will make people a lot of money. And when I say hype, obviously I'm not talking about finances with Truth Social here. I'm not talking about quarterlies. I'm not talking about a balance sheet. I'm not talking about anything that's legit what you usually look at when you're investing in a company. I'm not talking about a company that's going to revolutionize the news media. I'm not talking about a company that's going to solve world hunger or transportation, anything like that. I'm generally talking about a company that is pushing hype this year. Now, next year is a whole different situation. We don't know what's going to happen. But I do think we're really seeing the small baby footprints right now of this stock, Digital World Acquisition, moving up. I mean, I remember last year when I was having the same conversation, people were ripping me apart on YouTube because they were like, you should be ashamed of yourself for talking about this stock. You're leading people down a dark path. This is going to be taken off the NASDAQ. The deal's never going to happen. It's going to go down to $2 and you're going to lead people astray. You should be ashamed of yourself. Well, look what's happening, okay? And I know a lot of you were buying in at $10, $12. It seems like yesterday when that was happening. But now we're looking at a stock that is probably within the next few months, it's going to be $20 just on hype alone, movement. So friends, like I said, I wanted to keep this short and sweet about Digital World and True Social Media. The deal has not happened yet. They have not merged into one. There's still a lot going on, and I just read that Trump is taking another lawsuit on right now. So this is a fighting battle right now. And when I say this too, like, listen, I'm not telling you to put all your money into this stock. What I'm saying is this a gamble? This is absolutely a rough play. It is a gamble because the deal has not happened, A. And second, it looks like Trump is going to continue here. But, too, there is always a what if, a big what if. But I do think if Trump continues to run here, he continues to pull off a solid campaign and he keeps running in polls right now where he's leading, I would not be surprised to see Digital World here really take off even more. And if the deal were to happen anytime soon where Digital World became True Social and that was on the NASDAQ, man, we're talking about some ridiculous numbers just off people not wanting to be left out, and it's strictly going to be FOMO right here. That's really what we're looking at. But where there's FOMO, where there's people not wanting to miss out, there's going to be money to be made. Friends, let me know what you think. I will talk to you soon. I wish all of you the best of luck. I really do mean that. Friends, take care. Bye-bye.